Chapter 13 Clean Water and Air. Learning Spotlight. At the end of this chapter, students will learn about water, a wonderful liquid, water cycle and uses of water, properties of water, sources of water, water pollution and ways to clean water. We know that our Earth is called the blue planet because a major part of the surface of our planet Earth is covered with water. Also, Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air called atmosphere. All living beings need clean air and water to survive. Flowing water and atmosphere are the unique features of our Earth. Wordology: surrounded, enclosed, scarcity, shortage of supply, consumption, use up. Water, a wonderful liquid. Water is everywhere. All living things on Earth require water to live. Without water, there would be no life. More than half of our body weight is due to water present in it in various forms. If more than 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water, why do we have scarcity of drinking water? This is because most of the water is found in the oceans and seas and is unfit for human consumption. We need water from freshwater sources like rivers, lakes, ponds, and streams. A large amount of fresh water is present in the frozen ice caps of the mountains, like ice in your refrigerator. From where does ice come on mountain tops? Water keeps on moving from land to air. Fact trivia: ice is lighter than water, therefore ice floats on water. Water in air. The heat from the sun dries the water kept in the bowl. This heat changes the liquid water into water vapor. This is called evaporation. This is why oceans do not overflow even though the rivers keep adding water to them, as a lot of water changes to water vapor due to the heat of sun. Making water reappear. When the water vapor in the air touches the cold surface of the bottle, it changes back into water. This is called condensation. Thus, water exists in 3 different forms: ice, water, and water vapor. We can change water from one form to another by heating or cooling. Water cycle. Now, let us understand the role played by these 2 processes, evaporation and condensation, in water cycle. Water from the water bodies, such as oceans, evaporates due to the heat of the sun. Water vapor rises up in the sky, cools down, and condenses back into water. These tiny droplets of water settle on small dust particles present in the air. These particles join together to form clouds. Many such tiny drops of water make the clouds very heavy, which then fall as rain. This rainwater flows into lakes, ponds, and rivers. The rivers in turn flow back into the oceans. Some part of rainwater even goes underground. In colder areas like mountaintop, water in the clouds freezes and falls as snow. In this way, water keeps circulating. This is called water cycle. Wordology: droplets, tiny water drops. Uses of water. We need water for drinking, bathing, irrigation, washing clothes. Properties of water. What makes water such an important and useful liquid? There are many reasons that make water useful to us. Water dissolves a large number of things. Water dissolves a large number of substances in it. Substances that dissolve in water are soluble substances like salt, sugar, soap, and milk powder. Substances that do not dissolve in water are insoluble substances like stone, dal, and mustard seed. When a solid dissolves in a liquid and disappears, this liquid is called a solution. Water has no taste or smell. Another important property of water is that it has no smell or taste. Pure water is tasteless. This makes it a wonderful liquid to be used in making nimbu pani, jaljeera, orange squash, etc. Water has no shape of its own. Water takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. It can easily be poured into different containers. Wordology: dissolve, mixing. Sources of fresh water: surface water, river, pond, lake, well. We have limited sources of fresh water which we have started polluting by various activities. Water pollution: water of rivers, ponds, streams, and lakes get dirty and unfit for use when we add harmful substances to it. Such unsafe water is called polluted water. Causes of water pollution: dumping of waste and chemicals from industries into rivers, throwing solid waste into rivers, city drains flowing into rivers. Dirty or polluted water contains many harmful germs. This kind of water spreads diseases like cholera, diarrhea, and typhoid. Think green. We should prefer water purification plants to recycle wastewater instead of dumping of waste sewage water in river. Also, stop throwing trash in river. It pollutes the water and the aquatic animals suffer a lot. Ways to clean water. Before drinking water from any source, we must make sure that it is fit for drinking. There are various ways to purify polluted or contaminated water. Sometimes water contains sand or mud. Such water is not suitable for drinking. We can clean such water by either sedimentation, decantation, or filtration. Water from rivers and lakes cannot be boiled before it is supplied to our homes. Thus, special chemicals are added to the filtered water to kill germs. A chemical called chlorine is also mixed with water to kill germs. This chlorinated water is safe to drink. Wordology: dumping to conservation of water. Clean water is very precious. It has to be used carefully and should not be wasted. You can do many things to keep water safe in the house. Water should be stored in a clean container. Always use a clean container to draw water. Do not touch water with dirty hands. Keep water properly covered so that dust in the air does not make it dirty. Take only as much water as is required. Never waste water. Taps should not be left to leak. Air. Air. Blow air on your hand. What do you feel? You can feel the air. We can't see it, but we can feel it. Air is present all around us. All living things, such as plants, animals, and humans, need air to breathe. Composition of air. Air is a mixture of many gases which are colorless. Nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide are major gases found in air. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are the two important gases that are required by both plants and animals. Humans and animals breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is used by plants to make their food and release oxygen. Air also contains water vapor and dust particles. Water vapor is the gaseous form of water. Uses of air. Air is a natural resource and is available abundantly. We use air in many ways. Breathing. Air helps us to breathe in oxygen and give our carbon dioxide. Temperature control. It helps in maintaining temperature on Earth. Burning. Oxygen present in the air helps in burning. Photosynthesis. Plants makes food by using carbon dioxide in air. Air pollution. Nature has given us clean air to breathe. These days, air is getting polluted. Causes of air pollution. Adding smoke and dust from industries. Adding smoke and dust from vehicles. Burning of leaves or garbage. Ways to keep air clean. Get your vehicles serviced regularly to avoid air pollution. Do not burn litter as it releases poisonous gases in the atmosphere. High chimneys should be built in the factories. Factories should be built away from the populated areas. Plant more trees. It's recall time. Most of the earth is covered with water. Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air called atmosphere. Air and water are essential for all living beings. Water circulates in the atmosphere by the process of water cycle. Ponds, lakes, rivers, etc. are sources of fresh water. Water gets polluted by dumping waste into it. Air is a mixture of gases, especially nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases. Air gets polluted by releasing harmful gases, dust, and smoke into it.